And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 51. We have found our next series. We have our next match. We are here in the quarterfinals, and the mirror matchups continue. There's a TVT going on in the bottom half of the bracket. We just wrapped up a PvP, and now we are here with a ZvZ as well. We're here to determine who is going to be the last Zerg player in the tournament. We have two left, and only one will make it to the semifinals. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Post Youth, we have our red Zerg player representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Wayne. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Zerg player representing the Platinum Heroes from the land of Belarus. It is Nikich. The hell with the vetoes. Post Youth all maps. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm ready. Now, I'm a little bit greedy here. For those of you that were here last night in the Logic Games, there was 0 Zergs. So there was 0 Zerg players in the event, or that we were able to broadcast in the event. It was purely Protoss and Terran, so I'm a little bit Zerg deprived right now. I would love to cast at least some Zerg while I can. And to be fair, I'm sure we're going to be seeing some more later on in the night in WTL. But I want to embrace them while I can, even if it is in said ZvZ. And interesting, we do see Nikich opening up gasless, by the way, a much greedier opener here, going for the pool hatch into the gas. I mean, pool first, by the way, from Nikich. Interesting. Meanwhile, Wayne on the other side is going for a hatch gas pool. Standard opener from Wayne. A bit of a more different variation here from our blue Zerg player. I'm curious how we do embrace this. We have 6 Lings on the way. They're going to be moving out across the map. Can they get much done? Can they force an overreaction out of Wayne, as Nikich is going to be joining up behind us? Queen on the way. Additional drones should be on the horizon as well. Our first wave of Lings moving on out. Again, Nikich more known for his aggressive nature in the ZvZ. But so is Wayne. I do think that they can have some similar play styles here, so I'm ready for it. We have our initial 6 Lings moving out. Back at home, Wayne does confirm this with the Overlord, is aware, is getting ready with his queens, with his defensive Lings. Nikich heading into the mineral line, looking for a drone, and so far doesn't get one yet. A nice mineral drilling there from Wayne. Yeah, the Lings have arrived. We do deny some mining time, but we should clean this up, and Wayne can go back to mining. The drones! Ooh, as we finally get one! One drone goes down here at the natural, in the hybrid base. And with that, Nikich takes a slight worker lead, but I believe Wayne should be catching up. And the game is going to be settling from here. It's going to be settling from here as we are headed into our Ling speed. We don't pull out of gas to make up for our bit of a later gas geyser. And we are rushing into a lair. Oh my god, I was curious, what is this gas going to be spent on? And we can see we have a fast lair. We have a second gas geyser on the way. I'm curious if we're going to be throwing down a Roach Warren. I'm curious if we throw down more gases and go 2-base Muta and 2-base Spire. That would be interesting. We could go for a Nidus base all-in as well. We have options. For now, we have a Roach Warren to get a full wall off here on 2 bases. We are pulling into that gas. I'm feeling, and I'm leaning towards a Nidus all in. 3rd gas is being taken. No 4 gas set up yet. Just waiting for that layer. Well, there we go. 4 gases, never mind. Are we going into a Mutas? Are we going into the Spire? We have plus on melee. I'm feeling the Muta, Papi. I'm feeling it. Meanwhile, Wayne going to be responding to this build with greed. We're going for the gold. 3rd base is being taken as the gold. Lair is done. Show me the Spire. There it is. Mutas are going to be on the horizon. So Nikich is going 2-base Muta. Meanwhile, back at home, Wayne is saturating that gold base, maynarding as quickly as possible. We'll take advantage of it. Overlord goes down, even supply blocking Nikich. And Wayne has still to piece it together. Now, he's aware of at least a 2-base play. He saw the lair, so there are options, right? It could be into fast Roach speed into a Roach all-in. It could be a fast Spire. It could be Nidus. The problem is, because Wayne saw the lair, he can recheck this wall, and if he sees the Roach Warren isn't researching, then he knows that that gas is being spent elsewhere. But now we're flooding Lings. The Lings are masses, Ravagers have morphed in, and here we go, we're pushing. We're going for our own all-in. So Wayne, he's cut workers, he has a focus saturation on the gold base and on the gold minerals back at home. He's moving out with Ling Ravager, the Spire is about to finish. Spire is almost done. Lings are trying to buy some time, keeping these reinforcements back at home. But again, Wayne does not want to slow down. We have 8 mutas on the way. Oh! Gonna force a cancel. We do deny that third. We're pushing in towards that main. And with these bars, we should be able to knock down that Spire. Sorry, that Spine. Spine Crawler does fall. We flood into the main base. The mutas pop out, but it's too little too late. The mutas, they just don't have enough DPS to focus on these roaches, these Ravagers, and these Lings. As every single drone is going to be going down. By the time the mutas clean this up, it's going to be too little too late. We're going for the Spire. The Spire is going to fall as well. And Nikich caught with his pants down. Trying to play 2-base muta, but Wayne was so quick to respond with an all-in. He kills the Spire, going for the lair, going for the spawning pool as well. The lair does fall. The spawning pool went down to 1 base. We piled down an Overlord towards the end. And Nikich, he's down to 5 workers. That's all he has left. 5 workers, 11 Lings, 10 mutas, and a Dream. And back at home, we have a Spore. I mean, that's all we need. We need Spores and Queens. Spores and Queens is all we need. Queens rotate around. Spores are finishing up. We do take control of the gold. And we do pick up some of these Overlords. Yeah, you can see Wayne pulling back. I mean, to be fair, Wayne doesn't have to save it. Doesn't have to save this base. He can just settle into his 2-base setup instead. That's still a better economy than Nikich. It's still a better setup. The gold base does fall. Nikich, he is getting damage done, but he needs more. Chip away at the infestation pits. Does get low. Wayne going for a counterattack. Expanding, taking a third. The wall is slowly bleeding out. These things, they won't be able to break through. Thanks to the glaives from those mutas, we are able to shut them down. Can Nikich make a game out of this? I mean, we're holding on true. I mean, the mutas do give us map control. But Nikich has so much recovering to do. He's still only on 9 drones. He's making Lings. We can't afford Lings right now. Aye, aye, aye. He's crazy. Diving into the main. Denies the Spore. The Infestor is out. Ling's getting us around. We do catch a Queen. Not just 1, we get 3. Oh my god. We get 3 Queens. Then we take a fungal to the face. The chain fungal is there, but there's no follow-up. We have 1 fungal left. Oh, does miss. Doesn't quite connect. But that's 8 mutas. Alright, down to 8 mutas is Nikich. He slips into the main base, going for some drone kills, and he will catch some. Nice whole position micro in the mineral line. 5 drones go down. More mutas here on the left-hand side, getting not quite another drone. But again, throughout all of this, Nikich has not been droning, has not been saturating, so eventually he will be outscaled. Wayne, again, hasn't been able to move out because of the mutas. But there's a Hydrogen, and we land the fungal. Fungal does connect. We have 4 mutas left. GG gets called as we bleed out all of our mutas, and Wayne will take game number 1. GG. Wayne does take the first game. Does take a lead in this series. But that was also a really unique game. That was also a unique game just because we saw Nikich trying to make 2-base Muto work there. I mean, Post-Youth is one of those maps where you can be a little bit risky like that. You can be a little bit greedy, tech-wise. But alas, he was punished, wasn't able to get away with it. And now we're getting into game number 2 on Oceanborn. And I don't expect 2-base Muto here. That's not going to happen. Rush distance by ground is now much shorter on this map, so you can be more aggressive. We could be seeing 2-base play, but Mutas, I'm not really feeling. Here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our red Zerg player representing Starlight Twinkle, leading the series 1-0. It is Wayne. One game away from advancing on and spawning in the top left-hand corner, going for a 12 pull. That's gonna be a short series, Pappy. Let's go. Going for the 12 pull, we have our blue Zerg player representing the Platinum Heroes from the land of Belarus. It is Nikich. Here we go. Now, a 12 pull isn't necessarily an all-in. There are all-in versions where you go for the 12 pull, you pull the boys, and you spine rush across the map. So there are all-in variations, but a 12 pull can just be to get an economic lead and expand. So again, there are different versions of a 12 pull. We're banking up that larva. Lings are on the way. 6 lings in total, and we're expanding. So again, this is just to get a couple of drone kills to get ahead and to macro. This is the more macro variant of 12 pool. Hatchery is being taken, lings are moving out, and Wayne should get eyes on this. Do see Nikich hiding some of those lings. Does reveal only 4. 4 lings are revealed, the others are skirting around the edge. Wayne not fully aware of how committed this is going to be. Not yet. Not until now. Where he does confirm. Additional lings on the way. Now Wayne, he needs to defend this natural. He's got his own lings. He's got his own queen setup here. Also, my apologies. It looks like Wayne went for a faster spawning pool. I was focusing so much on what Nikich was opening up with, but Wayne did go pool first. That's why he's already got his lings. That's why he's already got his queen. That's why ling speed is a little bit later here for Wayne. So a very nice read from our red Zerg player. Going pool first. You see we're trying to collapse on the queen. But good use of it, just tanking some shots. Lings able to engage. And with this, the queen barely goes down. Nice win for Nikich. He won't get much more than that, but killing a queen is a pretty big deal. And up, do we get a drone? Up! Up! Oh my god. Not quite. We don't get the worker, but with that, the game is going to settle down. Again, as a reminder, because the gases were a little bit later for Wayne, it means that ling speed just now started, and Nikich should be walling off. The goal here for Nikich should be just to wall off this natural and play 2-base. 2-base Roach, ideally. The reason why 2-base Roach is a common follow-up to a 12 pool is because your gases are so late. The gas guys are just now finished for Nikich, and because your gas is so late, it's not really worth investing into ling speed. It's not really worth investing there, so you may as well just skip ling speed, skip banelings, go into Roaches. That's the rationale for walling up and playing 2-base. Likewise, you can't take a third because your opponent has ling speed, so if you try to expand and try to be greedy, then you're going to be punished for it. Speaking of being greedy, Wayne, he cancels ling speed, rushing into a lair. Okay, very fluid play here out of Wayne, recognizing the build, recognizing that Nikich would be walling off, so he cancels ling speed, he knows he doesn't need it, going straight into the faster lair, into his own roaches, into his own 2-base Roach play. So 2-base Roach versus 2-base Roach. I have to give the edge to Wayne a little bit. So Wayne will have faster roach speed. Nikich will, I mean, +1 range is pretty on par with each other. Pretty comparable timings. And Nikich is just stuck re-droning. Trying to get into his own lair. And there it is, lair is on the way. For Nikich. Wayne taking a faster third. Makes sense. Wayne has a slightly more map control than Nikich. So we'll take the faster third, building up towards roaches. And Wayne can try to hit a timing with these upgrades with +1 and with roach speed. Or we could just drone. We'll see. For now, we're cutting workers at 42. We're amassing roaches. Nikich is taking a slightly later third. But neither player has been droning. Just amassing roach. And we're soon to butt heads. I say that. There we go. Wayne is the first to start droning. Making a wave of workers. Nikich has yet to invest. Still only making roaches. Now this is dangerous. If Wayne drones up too much, he can just die. Like this is a problem here in ZvZ is that your production, you're making lava. If you're making drones, you're not making roaches. Here comes the initial push. Wayne has droned up to 50 against the 41 of Nikich. Now, Nikich, he's only posturing. He's not really looking to commit too hard. Has a pretty formidable army, but Nikich is droning behind this. He's not going all in. They goes forward. We have plenty of roaches and ravagers to defend. Here we collapse on top of the army. Ooh, roaches are bleeding out. And this is not a fight to take. Nikich, he shouldn't have committed here. We spoke about it. He just needed to posture. Oof. It's going to cost him a lot of roaches. And roaches are going down. We bleed out every single one. That was how many roaches falling? 13! 13 roaches thrown away. In a mirror matchup, we can't afford those. We can't really afford those kind of losses. Can't afford to trade that poorly. Wayne is moving out. We get the contamination on roach speed. Let's go. Oh, we tried to, but roach speed did finish. Did complete. Did finish just in time. Wayne now threading that natural. It's going to be Wayne's turn to overextend a little bit here. To help those Ravagers, he can still bully back the army. Roaches, they slip into the main base. Drones are going down. Yeah, this is really just a distraction for Wayne. Keeping Nikich busy. 4 workers do fall. And now we get on top of the queens. Oh, we deny the morphs. We deny the eggs. The production. GG gets called as Wayne snowballs out of control, punishing Nikich, and Wayne will advance on to the semifinals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here as Wayne does advance on into those semifinals. And apparently, Wayne has an opponent waiting for him. Let's go. ! B in the chat.